This is part 3 of my road to elite calisthenics skills. The focus of today's video is a new exercise I was introduced to recently, which is called the Turkish get-up. Later in the video we will also look at the push-up plus exercise and my current level of press to handstand. Before I get into the exercise, I want to thank the owner of this gym, who was really cool about it when I asked him if I could film here. This is a local gym filled with good quality people and excellent coaches who give classes in fitness and martial arts, and also in individual weight training and physical follow-up and recovery and rehab. It has its machine room and its free weights room, treadmills, rowing machines, all kinds of bells you would want in a gym, the barbell, dumbbell, kettlebell, and if you're not a member yet, a doorbell. Now, the exercise is called the Turkish get-up. For that I had to buy the wrist protectors because when a kettlebell lies on the side of the arm, it can be really painful. This is by no means a tutorial. I am learning myself how to correctly execute this exercise, but I love it because it allows me to continue my weight training while sustaining the injury in my arm and elbow, so I can't do any pulling skills for the moment, which is a shame, and that's why I haven't put together a new training program that I said I was gonna present, but since I can't do a lot of the main exercises in calisthenics, I will do that once I'm able to perform the whole range of exercises. So in between time, my coach has introduced me to this excellent exercise, which is good for reinforcing the shoulder, increasing shoulder strength, engaging your core, and working on your hip mobility. So this is called the Turkish get-up. And how I see it. You start on your side. I start on my side, holding the kettlebell with both hands, and then I roll myself onto the back, and at the same time I shoot the kettlebell up towards the sky over my center line. At the same time, the same side knee will remain bent, and the opposite side leg and arm will stay outstretched like this. The next stage is I need to roll myself over my side onto my elbow, pushing the kettlebell up straight over my head, keeping an eye on it because we want the arm to be locked out and controlled overhead because it's quite heavy. Then I'm gonna push myself onto my arm, bring my knee up in between my left leg and right arm, then push myself off the arm, center myself, center both legs so the both legs are facing the same way, and push myself off the left leg. And to go back, I'm going to do the exact same thing in reverse, lowering myself onto the knee, opening my center up, putting my right hand down, bringing through the leg, falling onto the elbow, lowering onto my back, and bringing the kettlebell back onto the side. And this is roughly 1 repetition of Turkish get-up. Feel free to critique my technique, but as I said, I'm a beginner of this exercise. Next we will look at the push-up plus exercise. In that introduction I'm a bit imprecise with my technical terms. When I say lock out the arms, I mean lock out the elbows, and when I say extend my arms forward, I mean reach forward by protracting the scapulae, not extend my arms forward. I also want to get on the video my push-up plus technique to improve my scapular control and scapular protraction, which will eventually be necessary for the planche and planche lean. So let me try the push-up plus first and then a planche lean. So why it's called the push-up plus is you get yourself into a push-up position, engage your core and glutes, lower yourself down and bring yourself back up, lock your arms, and then you want to push through even further. So you see my upper back should round a bit. That means the scapula slides over the rib cage to allow this little extra bit of extension through the shoulders. So when I'm not doing it on the floor, it should look like something like this. You have your arms extended straight, and then you push through even further. I need to be careful not to just round my back, but really so the scapula slide forward around the rib cage, like this. So there should be an extra inch of so movement there. But it will the range of motion will increase over time by engaging protracting the scapula actively more and more. And for the planche lean, this is now where my planche lean is at. You can see that I don't have enough shoulder strength or scapular protraction control to keep the scapula protracted when I'm leaning far forward. So that means that I need to increase that strength before I can engage properly in that exercise. The next thing I want to talk about is press to handstand, which I've been very impatient to unlock. And for that you need to have enough shoulder strength to perform a handstand push-up, wall-assisted handstand push-up, and a freestanding handstand. As we know, my freestanding handstand isn't very long. It's not, I should work on it way more before I start to engage in press to handstands, but because I'm impatient, I wanted to see where I am with the exercise. This is about my 5th attempt on press to handstand. I know that I'm not quite there yet strength-wise, nor handstand balance-wise, but I want to have it recorded so that I can see its progress over time, let's say. I couldn't get up to a press to handstand this time because I had done some Turkish get-ups beforehand and I just lacked the shoulder strength. But I do have a clip where I succeeded a few weeks ago. It's quite shaky. You can see that the shoulder strength is nearly there but not quite, and also I couldn't keep the handstand at the end. And when I realized I couldn't perform a press to handstand even if my life depended on it, then I tried out some regular handstands and the result was same and very frustrating. But I know that the progress isn't always upwards linear, so that's where we are with it today. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to send them my way. Otherwise, see you in the next video.